What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Canelo Alvarez and Jermall Charlo. Canelo Alvarez says that your time is coming, but I'm focused on Caleb Plant first. Canelo Alvarez has also said that he's in his prime. He said that he would knock out Jermall Charlo in less than 6 rounds. And his time is coming soon. You are next, my friend. Jermall Charlo, you are next, my friend. Let me counterpunch. I think based on the performance of Jermall Charlo, he didn't look great. If you've seen, he got some friendlies. It's boxing, so go figure. He went 12 rounds with Montiel. And a lot of people questioned him or whatnot. I think it was a pretty good performance, but again, it wasn't the best. It wasn't by far. And I think someone like Canelo Alvarez taking on Jermall would be probably the next best fight for Canelo, okay? Because he's still the unified middleweight belt holder. And he's working towards being an undisputed super middleweight belt holder because he's unified. And I think at the end of the day, Jermall Charlo, he wants his shot. He's called out Canelo Alvarez, and I think Canelo Alvarez has seen flaws due to his last performance and thinks maybe that may be the next step. And the only thing is I'm just interested to see how that's going to work with the two promotional companies or whatnot, PBC Fox and then the Zone, where Canelo still gets that paper from. Those checks come in from the Zone. But I might add that Jermall Charlo, if anybody deserves a shot, is Jermall. I mean, that's the next guy. You've seen other channels and other different groups that have said that he's, meaning he, which is Canelo, meaning he's trying to duck him. They could have fought or should have fought at 154, which they could have. But here's the difference, okay, between 154 and 160. Jermall Charlo at 154 and his brother Jermell. I think for Canelo, he could have fought them, but you had bigger fish to fry down there at that time. He fought the most difficult fighter at 154 now, was Erislandy Lara. And I think he was the WBA reigning champion at that time. And he took him on, and that was without a belt. But it went 12 rounds. It was like for honor and glory or whatnot, or for pride and glory. But he fought Erislandy Lara, the guy that was avoided. And I think he was avoiding him, but Erislandy Lara pushed and forced his hand and made that fight happen by coming on stage, something that Demetrius Andre to this day failed to do because Canelo Alvarez showed how he felt about Demetrius Andrade. Okay, so given these guys where they're at now, they're both champs at the same weight class from 154 now to 160. I think Jermall will be a pretty good test for Canelo. And I think Canelo, as long as he keeps fighting guys like that and he fights Jermall Charlo, first of all, that would debunk him ducking Jermall. I don't think Jermall was as big then as he is now. Okay. I think Jermall, he's still undefeated, but still, he hasn't fought the Triple G's and the Danny Jacobs and stuff like that, like Canelo has. So, you're saying, oh, well, he's ducked Charlo. I mean, but look who else he's fought. He's practically, except for someone like Pacquiao, that's the only person that he hasn't fought. If you name anybody else in that particular weight class, Juan Manuel Marquez, those two guys he has not fought. Everybody else he's fought them. Anywhere from 154 to 175, he's fought them. Well, not 175, but from 154 to 168, it's safer to say that he's fought them. Okay, so I think that Canelo Alvarez, speaking that into existence about with Jermall Charlo, I think that would be one hell of a fight. I think that would be a challenge for Canelo, and I do believe Canelo is in the best shape of his life right now. and he's in the prime of his life. And I think he should give these guys an opportunity, something that I feel that Floyd didn't do a lot of occasions. You know, Floyd did a certain things, but at the end of his career, he shied away from those tough challenges. And I think a guy like Canelo, since he's so young, he should give everyone the opportunity to, first of all, get paid, get that check. But second of all, to challenge him being one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world, on top of being the champ, and guy that's doing the biggest numbers, or some of the biggest numbers, in the sport of boxing. So I think he owes it to the next toughest challenge. And I believe the next toughest challenge, if he's going to go south of where he's at now, is Jermall Charlo. So, him saying, Jermall, I'm coming for you, that means he's on the radar. And then that also means that, hey, guys like Demetrius Andrade is definitely not on the radar. Okay, so, that is worth mentioning. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Canelo Alvarez telling Jermall Charlo, warning Jermall Charlo that your time is coming. Tell me what you think. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.